Vietnamese mossy frog, the ultimate disguise. Imagine a rock so furry with moss, it could pass for a mountain's eyebrow. Now picture that rock, blinking. Stick with me, because behind that blink hides a frog so convincing that even seasoned guides stroll past without a clue. Fancy a round of hide-and-seek with the planet's reigning champion? I'm up in northern Vietnam's misty attic, 2,500 feet above hot coffee and traffic jams. Everything drips here. Ferns drip, clouds drip, your eyelashes drip. Somewhere inside these limestone wrinkles lurks Theloderma corticale, the Vietnamese mossy frog. Today, we're prying open its secrets. How it melts into stone, why it curls into a pebble ball, and how we can keep the greatest mime in the amphibian world alive. Section 1. The Art of Illusion. Zoom in. Green, brown, soot black. Every smear you'd find on a rainy cliff. The skin isn't just moss-colored, it's moss-textured. Tiny spikes and bumps scatter light the way lichen does, so shadows line up with the rock behind the frog and poof, outline gone. Even the eyes get sneaky. Dark veins break up their shine, so there's no gleam to betray it. If a predator keeps probing, the frog rolls up, tucks its toes, and topples backward into the nearest pool. One soft plop, then underwater stillness, while the hunter wonders where dinner just disappeared. Section 2. A life in the mountains. These frogs need life support levels of humidity and temps that hover between a cool 65 and 75 Fahrenheit. Limestone towers give them infinite cracks. Cave drips keep the air basically a cold sauna. By day, they suction cup themselves to vertical rock faces inches above lazy streams. At night, they hunt, leaping shockingly far for something shaped like a mossy pebble. Males click softly, think dripping faucet, advertising territory without waking the wrong ears. Females lay 8 to 10 egg clutches inside hollows just above the waterline. Hatch, wriggle, drop, repeat. The whole family business stays in the same chilly current for generations. Section 3. Secrets of a mossy life. Diet. Anything crunchy that fits. Crickets, baby roaches, moths, even the occasional earthworm become midnight granola. Sit still, feel vibration, lunge, bullseye every time. Toe pads act like mini suction cups, anchoring the frog to slick stone so it doesn't turn into someone else's snack. Growth is a slow burn. Metamorphosis clocks in around 3 months, and well-cared for adults can cruise through 10 to 15 birthdays. Females outsize the boys, up to 3.5 inches, so everyone still fits on the same narrow ledge without elbowing each other off the cliff. Mid-roll CTA. Enjoying this peek at Vietnam's disappearing act? Smash subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss the next cold-blood miracle we spotlight. Section 4. The Looming Threat. On paper, the species' least concern. Paper lies. Evergreen forest is falling to cardamom farms and limestone quarries. Chytrid fungus, the global frog wrecker, has already gate-crashed local streams. Stack on pet trade poaching, technically controlled, still happening, and you've got a perfect storm. Dynamite one crevice or splash fungicide in a pool, and the micro-humidity shatters. Frogs dry out or die of infection within days. Saving them means saving whole mountains, ridge to river mouth. Section 5. Safe havens in glass boxes. Captive breeding lifts pressure off wild strongholds. Keepers recreate alpine conditions. 4 gallons of water per frog. Depth barely 3 inches. heavy filtration minus whitewater rapids. No heat lamps. Room temp in the low 70s feels like home. Stack mossy cork bark vertically. Add live plants, and humidity stays locked in high 90s territory. Feed every other night dust crickets with calcium and leave them be during daylight. They're strict night shift workers. Done right, glass box frogs become ambassadors, letting city dwellers stare eye to eye at camouflage, so perfect it short-circuits brains. Section 6. What you can do. First, refuse wild-caught mossy frogs. Insist on captive bred from honest breeders. Second, throw a few bucks toward groups replanting limestone karsts. Every replanted acre keeps dozens of micro-habitats alive. Third, brag about what you just learned. Share this video. Text a photo of that moss or skin madness. Tell your friends why disappearing habitat matters. Awareness is free. Extinction is forever. Conclusion. We began with a rock that blinked and end with a choice. The Vietnamese mossy frog is evolution's VFX department, turning skin into moss and stillness into survival. Keep the streams trickling, the forests standing, and future hikers will still feel that electric jolt of spotting a moss-colored pair of eyes watching from the cliff. Let's make sure the greatest game of hide and seek never ends.